for number 12, it says, which of the following graphs is wider? And now we notice it's not an absolute value anymore. It's a quadratic. We have a squared instead. And even though it makes a U shape, we're still going to use the V shapes just to help us see which one's narrower or wider. So you can do this in the same way that we were doing before by just using some graph, maybe the one next to it or something, and drawing V shapes. Even though these make U shapes, we're going to draw V shapes. So again, we only care about the not really slopes, but our slope in front, right, with the quotes, because they're not slopes. So let's just start off with that. I'm just going to cover up all those other ones. We can ignore this, ignore that. We're going to see 5 over 6. So that's going to be up 5 over 6. Oops. And we get this one, and over 6 the other way. Right, so putting that in. Right, so we get that shape. If it was an absolute value, same thing, it's going to be curved, and in fact it won't go through that line, it'll be curved up more. But this will just help us determine if it's narrower or wider. So let's take a look at these now. Ignoring the negatives and the vertex, we're going to see this one has a so-called slope of 2 over 7. So I'm just going to go up 2, right 7. So if I go up 2, right 7, we get this point over here, which again is on the outside. So if I go here, we can see it would make something that's going to be wider. And since it's asking for wider, we already have our answer. So if you want to see that wider, it's going to look like that. And just so you can check the other ones, the letter B is 5 over 3, so that's up 5 over 3, which is inside, which is definitely narrower. And then we also have 2, which is up 2 over 1, also narrower. So the only one that's wider is A.